All right, we're going to explore a pretty wild idea today. What if the secret to explaining really complex stuff isn't using more words, but way, way fewer? We're going to dive into a system built for total clarity, and it all starts with just one simple word: debt. You know this word. We all do. It carries a lot of weight, right? It can feel complicated, stressful, kind of a heavy word. So let's just try something here. What happens when we strip it all the way down to its simplest, most basic meaning? And that really gets us to the big question for today. What if you had a toolkit, a really small one, with just 850 words? And with that, you could explain pretty much anything, from how money works to, I don't know, how a star is born. Sounds kind of impossible, but stick with me, because that's exactly what we're digging into. Okay, so let's circle back to our word debt. We're going to use this one super familiar term as our guide to unlock a much, much bigger idea about communication. I mean, just look at how clean and simple this definition is. Forget all the financial jargon, all the complicated terms. At its absolute heart, debt is just something you owe that has to be given back later. That's it. It's clear, it's simple, and pretty much anyone on the planet can understand it. And boom, here's that definition in action. This sentence just makes the whole idea concrete, right? You've got a person, an amount, and a really clear action. That right there is the power of using a direct, simple example. You know, the system also helps with those common phrases we toss around. Being in debt, what does it really mean? Well, it just means you owe money. Again, no extra complexity, just the core information. And just like that, we have a complete and simple handle on the word. Okay, so you might be thinking, all right, I get it, debt is simple, but why are we spending all this time on one word we already know? Well, here's the thing. Debt isn't just any old word. It's actually a special member of a very exclusive little club. And this is the magic number: 850. This one number is the key that unlocks the whole system we've been talking about. So yeah, this brings us to the 850 word club. It's a real thing, and our word, debt, is on the list. This list is part of a system called Basic English, and it's not just a random bunch of words, oh no. It's a carefully engineered system with a very clear goal. Think of this list as the ultimate toolkit for language. It's got 850 core words, and they were specifically chosen because they're powerful enough to explain almost any idea you can think of. It's the engine behind projects like the Simple English Wiki Dictionary. And yep, our good old friend debt is one of those essential building blocks. Okay, so we get what it is now. But why? Why does a system like Basic English even need to exist? Why does this whole thing matter so much? This slide really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? The full English language is this huge, incredible, but sometimes overwhelming ocean of over 1 million words. Basic English, well, it's the lifeboat. It's not about dumbing down ideas at all. It's about engineering a tool for communication that's super precise, efficient, and accessible to everyone. And here's the proof that this actually works out in the real world. This isn't some dusty old theory. As it says right here, there's an entire encyclopedia, this Simple English Wikipedia, built to explain complex stuff using only this core set of words. It's a huge testament to the power of keeping things simple. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? How can the thinking behind this 850-word list help us become better communicators, like right now? It really boils down to these 3 steps. First, you've got to figure out what your core message really is. Second, push yourself to use the simplest words you can find to get that message across, just like that debt definition. And third, lock it all in with a solid real-world example, like that sentence about paying the bank. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Pick a big, complicated topic that you know really well. Could be from your job, a hobby, anything. Now, how would you explain it using only the simplest words you can think of? What's the big idea you could make crystal clear for anyone?